Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article is straight from AT&T.com. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So I just made a Verizon video, and in that video I said AT&T is becoming more aggressive, and they really are. AT&T is about to put a ton of new spectrum on air that's going to give them additional boost in capacity, significant boost in capacity that they have yet to really fill the existing capacity because they weren't doing FWA nearly as aggressive as the competition. But now there's going to be a ton of capacity for them to play around with. So you're going to see moves and deals like what you're seeing here. They're going to try to be innovative, and dare I say, there might even be disruptive in many cases. That's why I said in the video, the Verizon one, that Verizon has to be very careful here because they have two competitors ganging up on them, trying to take their customers. So this is what AT&T is offering. AT&T rewards new bundle customers. We all know AT&T is all about convergence. That's their strategy. Enjoy a free smartphone every year for 3 years guaranteed. Now, what does that mean? So currently, AT&T offers Next Up Anytime. That's a cost. That's a monthly cost. You have to pay extra to be able to upgrade early. Well, with this new bundle, AT&T is going to cover that cost for 3 years. Key takeaways. Upgrade every year free. For a limited time, new customers who combine AT&T Home Internet and AT&T Wireless get AT&T Next Up Anytime free for 3 years so they can upgrade to the latest iPhone or any eligible smartphone for free every year for 3 years. That's a value investment back into the base. Stackable savings. Enjoy 20% off of your wireless or home internet bill when you bundle. Plus, for a limited time, get up to $800 to help you switch from your current mobile carrier. Again, that's another big deal. Remember, Verizon, they were very stubborn under Hans. Hopefully that changes. Hans was a firm believer in not discounting bundled pricing. He said, no, we're not going to go that route. So hopefully they make change because the competition is competing. The best networks made easy. Enjoy America's fastest, top-rated home internet and the wireless network that outperforms T-Mobile in speed, reliability, and performance, all with a simple, rewarding switch to AT&T. And then there's some other things that you guys can read. It's a $10 value. This is how it works. You have to stack it up, but I'll leave it in the description so you guys can check it out. So that's what AT&T is bringing forth. They're being very competitive. We all know the fourth quarter's here, and they're all about converging. And this is a very easy deal to offer, especially when it's a fiber customer, because they converge at 40%. So this is an additional value to entice them to further switch. Hey, if you get this and this, wireless and fiber, you already get 20% off. But hey, look, we're going to give you an option that you can upgrade every year for free for 3 years. That's an additional value they're including into the bundle. And who knows what else they're working on behind the scenes? We don't know. They're going to be very aggressive. I'm telling you guys right now, this additional spectrum that's coming on air in the coming weeks during maintenance windows, it's going to be capacitive. AT&T is not playing around, and T-Mobile is taking notice of that too. And you guys will hear more about that soon. So AT&T is attacking. They want to be innovative. They want to be disruptive now. T-Mobile has kind of gone away from that, right? They've been taking the stance of we have the best network, best value, but they've been increasing price. They've been making changes that have not been what the Un-carrier is all about. But I'm hearing some Un-carrier moves are coming. So we'll see. But AT&T is firing on all cylinders right now. More spectrum coming on air very quickly. New bundle deals are coming out, especially now as FWA is going to increase in availability. So that's another big deal that we haven't discussed. With this new spectrum, FWA availability is going to increase significantly. There's going to be more houses, more homes, more apartment complexes that are going to have access and availability to FWA beyond just the fiber. So that's another way for them to sell into the convergence. So that's another problem that Verizon will face. AT&T's coming now for its customers on FWA too. So T-Mobile will face that problem too, because T-Mobile is kind of sort of, I don't want to say maxed out, but in a lot of these areas where they have been selling FWA, they're tapped out. So AT&T is coming in fresh, new, exciting, right? More capacity now because N41 is utilized a lot. And they're going to try and push and push and push. They're going to push very hard into the market. AT&T is going to do it. But let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if you're interested in this type of bundling. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.